All right, today we're talking about creative pre-testing. How do the biggest agencies in the world decide which content is going to resonate with their audience? They pre-test it. So what does this mean? You come up with some ideas for content, you create a first batch of drafts, you run a quick test to see if it resonates with your audience, and once you decide which creative ideation is the one to go with, then you generate the actual final versions of the creative content. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do just that in today's PickFu tutorial.
All right, so here we are. Let's jump right into ad pre-testing. So what I did here is I loaded up 5 images from a brand that we work with that is a beauty brand. And what we're trying to see here is what are the images that best engage their audience? What are the images that best resonate with their audience? Which ones are the most compelling? And what are people saying about these ad sets? So we can actually get an idea of this by pulling a bunch of different style of images from their Instagram and getting the data within an hour, super fast, before we spend any money on ads and have to wait, a few days or weeks in some cases to get the data from an ad set. So in this case, we're going to save money, we're going to save time, and we're just going to understand what best resonates and why with a quick PickFu test. So you can see I have a product image here. I have an image of the founder here with some products in front. And, this is a very work-oriented type of image with her matcha tea. Then we have just a product close-up, another product in use image, and then we have a flat lay. So 5 completely different styles for the most part, some color, some just white vibrancy, some with people, some with not, some with product, some with not, actually all with product, but some close up, some with not. So what we're gonna ask is, based on the image, which ad do you prefer? We're gonna do a voting poll. I have my 5 ad sets there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and select an audience on the next page. I'm actually gonna target female, and I actually could target age demographic and income if I wanted to. Since this is a higher price point product, I could do that, but just for the sake of data, I'm just gonna run it on a female audience for now, and then I might choose to run a second test and get a little more granular later. So I'm gonna go ahead and run this poll, and then I'll show you guys the results here shortly. All right, so you can see here we have 50 responses that was gathered in 1 hour and 3 minutes. So, that's pretty incredible how fast we can get these results. And the winner is actually this flat lay option. We know these are a trendy option right now. What's interesting is actually hearing the language of what people are saying down below, which I'm going to show you right now. And so what I actually want to see is, if I segment this by this 61 to 100,000 income level, are the results different? Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and segment this here, and you can see option A, B, and E are still the winner. So that didn't change. And so I'm going to go ahead and reset all the filters here. And we're going to go back down to option E. And you can see all of the feedback here. And so what I like to do is actually skim through this and see, why did they choose this one? It's going to give you some feedback from the other ones that they chose too. So the respondents are giving you one response for all 3 of their top choices. So you kind of have to look at it from that level. And you can see here that a lot of people are saying that they like the more natural and feminine packaging. The flowers were a nice touch. Let's see, super high end and very pretty, which the other thing you want to look at is, does the language that they're saying in the comments match up with what you're actually trying to convey or present to the shopper? So if someone was saying, I like this because it looks like it's affordable, well, maybe you're going after a luxury look. Maybe you don't want to be looking affordable. And maybe when they click to go buy and they see the price, they're going to be turned off. So in this case, you really want to check the language and make sure it matches up with your ad set and what you're trying to convey ultimately when they get to the product page to buy. So in this case, we are super high end and it's a very pretty product. So that's a good plus for this brand. It has a modern feel and touch of elegance, which is fantastic. That's exactly what we want to show. And we just want to confirm this with as much of this feedback as possible before we go out and build a bunch of other, let's say, content around this campaign that we're going to run for this brand. So that is exactly how you do this. You can also skim through these age demographics and education. You can run a second test, and you can even test by ethnicity if you're targeting certain markets. So All of this is fantastic data for you to use in your arsenal. Again, it took 1 hour. I think it cost like $100 or less. And we can gather this data and decide which one is the winning option. So we can go ahead and do a full set of ads around this type of styling, a flat lay with bright imagery, and know with confidence that that is resonating with our audience. And then we can maybe choose this as a second one and see what the comments are there before we build out a full-scale ad campaign, which will reduce our costs and hopefully increase our conversions. So hopefully that's helpful for you guys. Go ahead and give this a shot and let us know how it goes.
So there you have it. That's how the best digital marketers out there right now are pre-testing creative content to make sure that it's getting effective engagement and ROI for their brands. Go ahead and give it a try and let us know how it goes.